shit. What's up, guys? Oh, you back? Hold on. There you are. You're good.
Was that me, Jay?
That was you. Your internet. So your internet. I guess when Brittany popped on, your lady popped on. She it like pulls your Wi-Fi. So that's the only horrible thing about uploading it. You know, like unless you're directly into the box, the minute somebody pops on, the Wi-Fi just fucking like Kane's directly into his box.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to do that, dude.
You just got to get a long. Where's your box located?
Well, no. I know how to do it, but I'm saying like at this new spot, I'm wondering I might just call Xfinity. That's what we use down here, and I'm like, you got to be able to rewire, like add a wire, right? You can add a cable to a house, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah, because we only have one fucking cable.
Yeah, yeah. Or if you get a really long Ethernet cable for wherever the box is to you, just run it that way. If they don't, you know.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Good Friday. Happy Good Friday.
Are these live comments right here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Look at this. Where's Curvy Jersey?
Curvy Barbie. She's in
Curvy
Jersey.
Barbie.
Curvy Barbie.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure that link that Jay gave me to share is working. 1 second.
It should be, yeah.
What link?
He sent me a YouTube link to like promote the show.
The link for today that everybody, you know, so he can promote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I posted that, but let's just
pump it out there to your followers. They want to see you.
Pump up the jam. Yeah. What the fuck? Can I click on that? Oh, yeah, it's good. It's good.
He hasn't risen yet, Carrie.
That's like the one song, Kane, that I remember from church.
What? He's risen?
It's like, risen? Christ has come, Christ has risen.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Church. That's Catholic.
Is that Catholic? That's a... Oh, yeah, I guess I went to a Roman Catholic church.
So, like, the difference between a Catholic church and, like,
fun is the difference.
Yes.
A non-denominational church is fun.
Oh, God. The music is like... I mean... At church, like, you just... Like, you hear people in the background going, like... And then you can't get mad at them because it's so fucking boring.
Well, because they've read the same...
It's the same shit.
All in response prayers their entire lives. And with thy spirit. So you're not praying. You're not feeling that. You're not talking to God. You're just reading what's in the book in front of you, following what the pastor said.
Yeah.
Some people are completely, satisfied with that.
Yeah.
My mom loved it. She was filled with the Holy Spirit in that sort of a setting, and people are different. So
what's a non-denominational church like?
It's just it's lessons right out of the Bible. It's just like a regular guy up there. It's not buttoned down. They've got a band with a drummer. And,
wow.
And you spend the first most churches I've been to like that, you spend the first 30 minutes or so singing, and they've got the lyrics on a giant screen so everybody can, and they're jamming songs, typically. And then he tells stories. He'll take something out of the Bible, but then it's so relatable. It's to me, the focus is more of how you can relate it to your personal life. It makes more sense in a non-denominational church.
Yeah.
Than, the sermons that you've heard from like over and over. Like, for example, I'll go on Sunday and I already know, everyone knows the story, right? Of the crucifixion and rise from the dead, but he makes it about
everyday life
come
today.
Alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it's not just a story in a storybook. And then he'll draw parallels to your life and how you can use that in everyday life. It's great.
Relationships, marriages, friendships, just jobs. Like, it's just, and I grew up Catholic too, but it's the music. You feel the music, man. It's just like, it's literally like you turn on the radio. It's like rock and roll or whatever, but with the spiritual message. It's really good.
Yeah.
But up here, we have a station called Star 99.1, and I've been letting Giovanni, when I'm driving with him, that's all he listens to.
You listen to that one over PLJ?
Yeah, for sure. Because that one's the local one. It comes in better here,
Yeah.
but it's literally, and then you find him like singing the lyrics, and it's nice to hear it because it's not. You're not talking about wet ass pussy, you know.
Yeah. That doesn't probably come up. There aren't too many parallels to life or lessons with wet ass pussy.
No.
Also, it's two dudes here, right? And any gentlemen that like the ladies in the chat, let me know. I find when female rappers rap about that stuff, it's like, and I'm a pretty bad horn dog. I'll be honest. I get immediately turned off. It's like the way they go about. I'm like, that is so visceral and like descriptive and just like I feel like I'm at a gynecologist's office.
Yeah,
and also just the fact of like I love that the like the go-to female rapper like brag is that their pussy's wet, right? And it's like imagine if like Drake was just talking about like the boners he had.
Yeah,
that's the equivalent. Do you know what I mean?
His big fucking hangy, drippy cock.
Yeah, it's just like
balls.
I got a boner right now.
Right, balls to the ground, head tucked in. Fuck.
Yeah, but that's like I think we always talk about it. That's just
fuck myself. My dick is so big. Yeah, fucking, and it's always the gross fat. Who's singing WAP? Taylor Swift ain't singing WAP with her flat ass and her dainty pussy. It's always the big sloppy girl, right?
Well, wait a minute. Did you? Speaking of Taylor Swift, not to pivot here, but did you? I read an article yesterday that she's going to be playing Whitney Houston's role.
We're wasting a lot of good stuff on the pre-show.
Sorry.
Not
I didn't know
that you guys are a waste, but we'll probably not come back to this. But you know, they're remaking The Bodyguard. And Tyra Banks goes, Taylor Swift would be great for that. First of all, Whitney was phenomenal in The Bodyguard.
Phenomenal.
And the only reason that she's saying that Taylor Swift would be good for it is because you sell a shit ton of movie fucking tickets.
That's it.
That's the only reason to put Taylor Swift in a role like that. Can she act? She can't dance.
And she can't sing like Whitney Houston. Like, just be honest.
Well, wait. Is this a real thing, or is this just something that Tyra Banks said on like?
They're thinking about doing. They're going to remake the movie, and Tyra was the one who suggested Taylor Swift.
Isn't that funny though that like just some random person like Tyra Banks can just like say something random on a random TV show, and then it's just like
I know
it's news.
Well, there's no reason to remake that movie. It's fine the way it is.
Stop remaking. Just stop remaking. It was a nice little 5 to 10 year period there, and I just think it's like, dude, the world needs new ideas, bro.
All right, you know what? Let's get her going.
Let's do it. All right, here we go. Kev, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
And Corey show. Happy Good Friday today. Kevin Kenny in for Corey.
What's up, Kevin?
At Kevin Kenny. His name is different, spelled different. Kivon. Kenny. Is that how you spell it?
No, it's Kevan.
I know. I can never get it right. Wait. Your mom's name isn't LaQuisha, so it couldn't be Kivon.
LaQuisha.
You don't come from a black family.
Here we go.
No, it's Kevan. Kenney. Put the thing up. Put the Chiron up.
Yeah, give me a Chiron, Jay.
You want to follow him on that. And so why is it spelled with an A?
It's I've heard conflicting stories. I was told my entire life that it was Gaelic. It's the Irish way of spelling the name.
It's Gaelic, all right.
And then,
Did you just go?
That's a good out of context thing. And then an Irish Uber driver like 6-7 years ago told me that's completely bullshit. So I don't know who's fucking lying.
It could be a misspelling. The doctor could have fucked it up.
Oh yeah. Well, I found out recently my last name isn't even my real last name.
What, you found that out recently?
Yeah, I had to like get a license, or I had to get something renewed at I think it was when I was living in California, and I had to get a license. And my full name is Kevin Patrick McDonough Kenny. It's very Jesus Irish.
Wow.
Crazy, I know, right?
Shit.
They left two more, you'd be Puerto Rican.
Yeah, there you go.
And the way things are going, they're going to make you change that to some sort of Muslim name. way it's going over there in Ireland.
But anyway, so I thought my last name was Kenny this whole time, and that's what it said on my license and all this shit. But no, my last name is actually McDonough Kenny. It's like one word in like the U.S.
Oh, wow.
directory. So
Wow.
Wait, and your parents just never got around to telling you that? It was just something you found out on your own? That's
dude,
weird.
I know.
What else haven't they told you?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Were you born a girl?
Who knows?
Is your penis? Have you always thought it looked funny? That
I'm
looks
still
like
waiting on it to grow.
That looks like a old vagina.
That looks like that WAP thing they always sing about.
Did they make that with silly putty?
Jenny said, "Was your bottle filled with Guinness?" McDonough Kenny.
Man,
Jesus.
you know what I feel terrible about saying? I fucking hate Guinness.
So do I.
It's just what I don't get it.
You know, I've never had Guinness. So is it
Really?
Is it
How does
heavy?
that happen? You working on those bars?
You know what's crazy? It's Kane. When I go out, like if the few times that Kane and I meet, he's like, "Dude, get away from me. You don't even drink."
I can count them on one hand.
Yeah, no shit. I act like we hang out every weekend.
He does this with me too, Kane. This is a thing he does.
What?
Is he acts like we hang out. He acts like, and it's like I've seen you maybe once since your child was born.
Bro.
Wow, since this child was born.
Bro, you came to my
5
house. We
years
went to New
old.
Brunswick. Wait, we came.
Why
you
did
came
I go to your house, by the way?
I don't know. You just came over one day.
we
Probably
didn't
needed
even
a
go
ride or
inside.
something.
No, you just sat on my porch. Wait a minute. We went to New Brunswick. We got fucking fat cats or whatever. Oh, and then I helped you move your fucking 86-inch TV with my
That was
Hyundai.
a different time. We've already told that. How do you not realize you've already told that story on this show?
No.
You've
So
been on this
those
show
are
3 times.
3 times we
You're already
we've hung
recycling
out.
your shit.
Hey, did you hear he fucked a ham?
Oh, you want to see that
It's just
video?
what he does.
No.
He retells.
Oh.
See, this is what happens to a person who doesn't drink or have friends or hang out. You have no stories to tell.
I have a lot of stories to tell.
All
I just
your
can't tell
stories
them
are
because
like-
I'll be incriminated.
Well, okay, then we have told him that, Kevin, in his defense. Stop talking because you start to tell a story and you see where it's going, and you're going to have the cops knocking on your door if you finish the story. So we're like, back her down. Stop talking for your own good.
Yeah.
Oh man! Well, you got
Yikes.
you got the arms out. You got the tattoos. That's a lot of tats. How many tats you got?
Dude, I don't even know. I did this all in a year, I was telling you, which is crazy. I got like, hey, anybody do we have New Jersey listeners or viewers?
Yeah.
Mostly.
A lot of them.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do this to the camera because I got this nice camera. It should be good. I've got an entire highway tattooed on my New Jersey highway. I want to see if you guys can recognize the
No,
highway.
you don't. Oh yeah, this is a fun game. I want to see. I'd like to think I'm pretty good with my New Jersey highways.
All right. Can we see this?
All I know.
Oh, Route 17.
Yeah. Look at that.
That's what. Yeah,
there's
that's up from where you live
How'd you
at.
get that? There's a 17 on his arm. Good
Yeah.
guess, Jay.
It's crazy. So I grew up off Route 17, and I wanted to do like a map. And I'm not really done with that. I mean, I love the guy who did that one, but I wanted to be a little more descriptive. But yeah, I got Route 17 on my arm, and then all this shit has meaning here. My grandfather fought in World War II. He brought back a samurai sword. I don't know if you guys can see the samurai sword, but that's like,
No, but
That's
I can
what-
see your gun. You flexing on purpose right now.
there you go,
There you
right
go.
there,
All right.
12-inch guns.
What's the 1,000 on your
12
on the
inch.
arm?
That's my address of the house I grew up in.
Oh,
So that's like what it looked like on the mailbox. And then I got this little devil guy, this artist I really like named Coop, who did a bunch of like 90s concert posters.
All
And
right,
then,
so
yeah.
you had a happy upbringing because you got a road you grew up near and the house number on your arm. You're happy with the way things were as a kid.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think everybody goes through some like shit. I grew up with my grandparents. They died when I was a teenager, so that was like kind of like maybe it got a little dark there in high school, just processing that. But no, I think I grew up in Hohokus. If anybody's from New Jersey, you've heard of Hohokus. It's a really nice town, and I always joke with my friends, like, how could we not have loved that? Because we all do love that. We're all still friends.
Isn't
It's
that
like
up? It's north, like on the river, isn't it?
not
Close
so
to
much
the
on the
river?
Yeah, it's like Bergen County, so it's like
all right,
Paramus, right next to Paramus. But it is funny to think back of like the rose-colored glasses of childhood if you grew up in a nice town, because you're living in a rich town, but you're not working, so you're reaping all the benefits of like
Right.
the upper echelon 1% or whatever the hell it is, right? And then it's like it's just funny. Kids grow up, oh, wasn't that the best? Yeah, it was the best. You didn't fucking do anything, and you got all the benefits.
Didn't have to pay the taxes on the property or anything.
oh God.
Yeah, at all.
So it's nice though that you got. I mean, some people I can't believe they'll walk into a tattoo parlor and go, "Show me the book," and they'll start fucking leafing through the book. And is that a tulip? I'll have that. Like, wow, and then you got to have, if it's a tattoo, I would think it's got to be something that's really special to you. Like me, I got one tattoo, and it's the Minnesota Vikings logo. I was like,
you only have one?
Yeah. No, it hurts so bad, dude. There's no way I'm ever getting another one. They had to turn a fan on me so I wouldn't pass out.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was this color. This paper. White as a sheet. Whew. Because my skin wouldn't take the ink, and they had to keep going over the same spot.
Yeah, some people's...
Over and
Is
over.
it colored?
No, it's black and white, and it's so faded now. I don't know if I can. I
can't. As Kane's doing that, Jenny in the Mafia says, since you're from North Jersey, do you call it Taylor ham?
Yeah,
or
it's
pork?
Taylor. It's Taylor ham. Nobody fucking says pork roll. It's
they
stupid.
do.
No,
where we're from, we say pork roll.
Where you're from where I'm fucking from, dude.
No, we're from south, like a little south of you. We're like central. Kane, what do you call it? I mean,
you're not central Jersey, bro.
It's both. Taylor ham is the brand name of the pork roll.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Yes.
This is even dumber than I could have thought.
Right, it's completely stupid.
No, but when you go and order, you don't be like, hey, can I have a Taylor ham and cheese? No, you go pork roll, egg, and cheese.
Well, sure, yeah. Nobody says that. Nobody says Taylor ham.
Kevin, when you order, what do you say? Do you say, hey, can I have some Taylor ham and cheese?
I don't order Taylor ham, but I would say
But if you were, you'd say Taylor ham?
This is such hack shit, Jay, which I would expect nothing less from you. What is that? Yeah, there you go. But it's like arguing over Kleenex or tissue paper, it sounds like, from what Kane's telling me.
Right, yeah, it is. See, because it's Taylor pork roll.
Yeah.
It's just a brand name.
I fucking love New Jersey. Fucking love New Jersey, right? Obsessed with where I'm from. I don't give a shit about this. I think this is completely performative shit. This is like stuff you bring up at a party. You know, when you're like, fuck, man, I'm a lot of shit to talk about. What the fuck do I talk to these people about? You know what I mean?
What morning radio shows bring up when they have no content for the day. Yeah. Hey, let's bring up that old fight again.
Talk to the mafia.
And you know what? The listeners respond. The stupid shit they respond to.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you drinking there?
So I'm very excited to share this little secret with you guys. So I'm drinking coffee, as I'm sure most, even the mafia are, as they're watching us. I figured out, I think I can take credit for this because I don't think anybody told me to do this. I figured out an amazing coffee hack, but it's going to sound weird, okay? And I doubt that either of you guys do this. And honestly, I would be surprised if even one person in the chat right now does this. So please, chat, let me know. I put about a pinch, just one pinch of sea salt in my coffee, along with my creamer. I don't do the sweetener. No, I don't do sugar because there's sugar in the creamer. I think there's too much going on when I put the stevia in there as well. I've taste tested this week. It is fucking amazing. Now, I'm not a cook, I'm not a baker. I don't know a lot about the science of flavor, but apparently, if you put something like sea salt in, it's sort of like all sea levels rise, no pun intended, in terms of the flavors, and it brings out like the coffee flavor, it brings out the creamer flavor. It's fucking awesome, and it just elevates it. It almost tastes like an expensive cup of coffee, and I'm just making this in my pot.
Is the coffee itself flavored?
No, it's just dark roast coffee. I get it at fucking BJ's Wholesale down here, and it elevates really the whole thing.
I have to try that because one of the few things I have in my house is sea salt. Let me just go make a.
Please, hang on. Please. This is great. Now this is like a variety morning show. Now we're doing a little cooking segment. You know, Jay's mic isn't working.
I have it on mute because I sneezed. The science behind it is that it neutralizes the bitterness, which then improves the sweetness and creates more
that word
balance.
Again? Can you say that word again?
What, neutralizing?
Impreases?
All right, she's a brewing.
Improving the sweetness.
Impreases?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like medium roast. Is it okay with medium roast? I don't do the dark roast. It's too
Why
dark.
not?
Yeah. I like my color of coffee. I use so much cream. It's whiter than me when I'm tan.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I like.
Kane can get tan.
I get dark.
Well, he just came back from Turks and Caicos with Rick, his cousin, and
I
his
follow
family.
Kane. You're talking to me like I don't follow.
Now,
Kane.
but are you still tanning? Are you still hitting the tanning?
No, I haven't
bed?
gone to the tanning salon in a week and a half, I guess.
You used to tan back in the day, right?
Oh God, I was constantly. You want to see a picture? Picture? Hang on.
Yeah. It's show until Friday.
Yeah, it's he was in like middle of the summer, because what he'll do is he'll do the show. Well, now I don't know because he's on the boss, but he'll go lay on the beach.
This is one of my favorite pictures. It was a gift. Cabby had it all pressed and framed and stuff, but it's me, Cabby, and Trent Reznor. It's a little faded now, but if you look at the skin tone, Trent compared to me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
Christ.
Trent looks like Robert Smith.
Yeah, he really does, doesn't he? That's not a compliment either.
No.
But then I got the autograph ticket and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. What
year?
Cool. What is that, like 2000? 99?
Let's see. What's the ticket say? Yeah, 2000. Good call.
I bet that's for the Fragile.
Had to have been, right? The Garden. Yeah. MTV2. That's before you weren't there yet, were you? No.
Not in 2000.
How old were you? You were young. You don't have to say
yeah.
Age. Hang on. Let me get my coffee.
I was trying to master the playground in 2000.
So if you're just getting here, I can't speak this morning, dude. Can you help me out? Kevin has just told us this secret he does in his coffee. He puts mineral salt in his coffee, and he said it just enhances the flavor, the taste, the value of it in his mind. So Kane is now making coffee and is going to put salt in it and see what it tastes like. So that's where we're at right now if you're just getting here. Next week, by the way, next week and the week after, we're going to be going at 8:30 the days that we go because I'm going to be in Dallas.
Can you say why? Or no, you don't like to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm going for a training out there for
that's a little big.
So how much of this do I put in?
Little pinch. Just a little just a little pinch, and then make sure you mix it. And you got your creamer in there too. I just want to make sure.
I did put a little creamer in, yeah.
Very cool.
So Kane right now is testing this theory that sea salt.
Yeah, it's fine. You can even do don't do too much; it'll make you shit your brains out. But you can put it like a healthy amount between, as long as you can fit between two fingers. Like Jay's wife says.
All right, there we go.
She fucking goes like this, and I'm done. That's it.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Wait, Crazy Figures is asking, do you put it when it brews or in the cup? In the cup. Yeah, that's a great question, Crazy Figures. Salty load. Your fucking mafia is hilarious.
I don't taste anything different.
Then you
really? You probably didn't put enough in.
More.
I taste it, yeah. Don't put a lot in. No.
You're going to fucking wake up bloated tomorrow from drinking coffee.
Hey, Laura K., I think this was the mafia member. You said you had a friend from Hohokus. Who is it? It's a small town. I wonder if I know him.
I think she said she went to college with somebody from Hohokus.
Yeah. No, I'm curious.
It's funny. I love the show Everybody Loves Raymond. And there was one episode where he had to go to get comic books for his daughter, and he was fucking bitching because he had to go all the way to, what'd he say? I got to go all the way to friggin' Hohokus. He mentioned that on the show. And
I know.
There was a comic book store in Hohokus that he was referring to.
Dude. What is Hohokus like? If you said, yo, go to Hohokus, go here, because that's what Hohokus is known for.
There it is.
It tastes the cane?
Yeah, it's good.
Right?
I like it. And it's not revolutionary or anything or earth-shattering or, life-changing, but it's good.
But it's nice. It's nice.
No, it's nice. That's a good word for it. It's nice.
So now, what is the difference between, obviously other than the salt, but in your mind, what is it adding, Kane?
Flavor.
To the coffee? Is it
Because
enhancing the flavor?
It's enhancing it. I feel I taste... I feel like the coffee's popping a little bit. Like I can kind of taste the flavor of the coffee, which I can't really, because when I put the creamer in, usually it's like it gets overwhelmed with the creamer. But
Sharper.
Sharper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be dehydrated in a few minutes, but it's pretty good.
Your fucking rings won't fit on your fingers, but other than that, you'll be all right. Oh yeah,
I don't wear rings.
For the while there, you did, because you were trying to prove that you could wear it longer than me. Remember that whole thing? Anyway, let's get back to it.
Oh, yeah. There was the whole thing we were doing on Alt with Jay with his refused to fucking wear his wedding ring.
Why don't you wear your wedding ring?
I hate wearing jewelry, bro. I don't wear anything.
No, there's something deeper there. That's part of this.
Tracy's
you don't like wearing jewelry?
I don't.
Your wife fucking buys that? There's no way Tracy buys that. Does she wear hers? Wait, hold on. Does she wear hers?
Well, hers is a $10,000 ring, so not on the regular. But when we go out, she does. Yeah, she puts it on.
Would you be upset if she didn't?
A lot of times I'll be like, "Where's your fucking?" Well, mine was
Hypocrite.
mine was $13 because it's a rubber one. Hers was 10,000. She should wear it and be proud of it.
I thought the wedding ring was like a band. Aren't you talking about the engagement ring?
No, an engage. Well, what I got her was the engagement ring, and then the wedding band is one that is supposed to be with that ring, so it curves around it and like intertwines.
This sounds very complicated.
Wedding ring for a dude is more. It's less about how much it costs and more about stay away, ladies. That's what it's kind of like. If you ask women, it's like it means it's hey, he's taken.
No, but in this whole scheme of things,
then again, what's she worried about? Look at him.
Yeah. You know what, he's leaving the house in Old Navy t-shirts, Kane. I don't think anybody's trying to fuck that guy. You know what though? It's fucking weird to me about marriage because I guess Kane, you've never been married, right?
Fuck no.
All right, so you'll probably feel me on this, and I'm curious. You know what, chat, if you don't mind, and if you guys don't mind me asking the chat to do this,
no, go ahead.
Who's married? Do. Who's married? Who's single in the house? Who's been married? Just to get a vibe of the crowd today, because I think marriage is like really fucking weird if you really unpack it. I think it's fucking weird that like two people really like each other and then like everybody they know has to spend money to go to the wedding, to buy gifts for them. They have to spend an inordinate amount of fucking money. They got to spend money on the fucking, you don't love your wife or your fiance enough if you don't fucking spend a bunch on the fucking ring. It's just the conflation of money and love, which I try to fucking separate as much as I can in life. It converges in marriage in a really weird way to me.
It's just a stupid societal habit that, I suppose all the ring companies and the card companies and the flower companies and the DJ, just all of them have gotten together. It's just a money grab for all these people. And, to me, if I was going to get married and I meant it and I wasn't really into all that other, stupid stuff, I would just go to the justice of the peace. If you just want to be married to get married because you're in love, just go get married. You don't need all that other stuff.
I'm saying, dude, it's like also just like, I never go to weddings, and I've lost a lot of friendships over it. Like I'm not none that I'm like fucking crying about. But
I
just
hate weddings too, dude. Everybody gives me shit for it.
Yeah,
I'm like, don't invite me. And so you've been invited and just didn't go.
Yeah, the only ones I really go to is like when I'm in it, or if it's like, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but if it's like really convenient, if I'm like, yeah, I'll be in that area, I'll go to that. But it's like, I'm not. It's like a girl I grew up with got married on my birthday in like Georgia a couple of years ago, and I was like, I'm not going to that. It's on my birthday. And then everyone was like,
shit.
Everyone was like, are you fucking serious? Like, this is so-and-so's wedding. I was like, it's my fucking birthday. I get one birthday a year. I'm not going to fucking Georgia to watch so-and-so get married. Like, I'll send a gift, whatever. I don't think I sent a gift.
I'll go to her next one. You've met her. This one
dude,
ain't lasting.
This is the last thing I want to say on this because I know we got to get on the show. But this is the fucking irony of being in your early 30s is that everyone gets bored and they're like, oh, what's something we could do? And this is the other fucked up thing about marriage is that you'll get married and all you've decided to do is spend a bunch of money on somebody and people will congratulate you like you fucking did something. You didn't fucking do anything. And then in 15 years, all these people that got congratulated now are going to be, down in the dumps and, going through divorces. Half of them.
They've lost any hope for self-care. They let themselves go. Nobody gives a shit. You're not trying anymore.
No. How could you?
No. You can tell a single guy because he's relatively in shape.
Right.
He's got hope. You look into his eyes and there's still some life left.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, when I went to get married, we got married in the Catholic
Speaking
Church.
of not having life left.
Look at Jay's got the dead eyes.
No. Listen. So when I went to get married, I had to go to pre-Cana because we had to get, what pre-Cana is? You got to sit and they fucking, teach you about, literally have to go through this.
That's a Catholic church thing, right?
Yeah, Catholic church, because we wanted to get married in a Catholic church. Fine. I did it for my mother. The priest said to me, and I agree, he goes, the wedding and marriage is not for the man. It's for the woman. Because and he then they read all these stories and passages, and it was like, yeah, it's right. Because if it was up to us, I would just live with Tracy, be with her, and that's it.
Why did you need a priest to tell you that? You didn't know that?
I mean, no.
What do you think it was for fucking you, dude?
Guys don't start dreaming and planning their wedding at 5 years old.
What the fuck, dude?
That's
no,
women.
I feel like, yeah, coming from a guy that didn't get married, Kevin, like people without kids give advice on kids. The truth. You can't, and that's come from Rick. Like you can't give advice on not being married and not, and Rick is
my cousin.
Kane's cousin through marriage. But I agree.
Matter.
It's
you
like
can still go after him if you want. I don't give a shit.
I just think that I agree. It's like giving advice on kids and like it was either.
No. See, I don't like that either. That's like the fucking. That's like women who say that men can't have a say in abortion. You can have a say on anything you fucking want to have a say on.
But how are you? No.
You better sit this one out.
Not true.
From his observations, from our observations and common sense, there's a lot, and sitcoms. There's a lot of things that we've watched.
Not true.
Learn about marriage.
You can't even talk about being tired from being woken up by a kid at 6 o'clock in the morning unless it's happened to you. You can't. It's a different type of energy that you need.
What do you mean you can't though? I think like where I'm coming from on most shit is just like to Kane's point. Everyone should be allowed. Everyone is allowed, by the way, to fucking say whatever the fuck they want. But then people are also allowed to have whatever fucking reaction they want. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like, I don't know. It's like cancel culture, right? It's like if enough human beings, and I like to think I'm an optimist. I like to think that human beings overall, at like a macro scale, have great judgment. Overall, it's like if they actually, ostracize somebody or cancel somebody, like rightfully so, then that probably person decided to be fucking canceled. You know what I mean? I just think there's like checks and balances, and like they kind of work out. So I think everyone should be able to say whatever the fuck they want, and then people should be able to react whatever the fuck they want.
But just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right.
Well, that's also true.
That's also true too, right?
Fuck you and your offense. Just because you're offended doesn't mean, because they use that as their means to shut you down. That's not enough. I'm sorry.
And that's all born out of social media, is because the most compelling, and it's really affected if you think about it, like television went the way from sitcoms to reality television, right? Mm-hmm. And then it's like, well, reality television is way more volatile, is way more dramatic. And because it's such a noisy world and everyone can post anything and, there's just media out the fucking wazoo. Yeah. That's what gets reaction. So that's what the herd is going to do, which is just an opinion, right? And by the way, a nice opinion saying you liked a movie is not fucking interesting. Saying that the movie offended you and then, and this is why, it's just...
We live in a world of having hot takes.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have a hot take.
You can't even watch ESPN anymore, dude. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, my God. Dude,
fucking
I was
ridiculous.
Listening, and we'll get to our game in a second, but I was listening to fucking the sports station here, The Fan. What has it been? 19 games in the season, right? Baseball season. Juan Soto had an offer against the Twins, left the bases loaded, just whatever. He's not playing. You give him all that money. He hasn't got his money's worth yet. It's 19 games in. They were actually fucking talking about, this is BT and Sal, the middays. They actually went on for like 15 minutes trying to find out when they can opt out of the contract. And that's in 2030 is the first chance they get to opt out. Well, if he's playing like this in 2030, do you opt out? I'm like, this is the most asinine conversation I've ever heard in my life. He's played for 19 fucking games. You think he's going to hit 230 or whatever he's hitting right now the whole season? 19 games in, and they're wondering when they can get rid of him. Like, asinine. You got to have a hot take though, or no one's going to listen.
Yeah,
I mean that's the entire job now. I used to do a betting show with a guy named Sean Marash from WFAN. Sure.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, and Sean's great. He's actually fucking amazing at what I'm about to describe.
His lisp drives me nuts, but
he comes up with a fucking crazy take every fucking day, and I'm like, it seems so exhausting to me. And by no means is it accurate, but it is entertaining, and it will elicit a reaction, which is the job of most people in fucking sports media now. And honestly, fucking music media, people fucking being like, oh, like an album's
even
been
the
out
news, even the news.
No, it's crazy. Anyway,
what were you gonna say? I interrupted you.
No, not at all. No, I was just like, it's like an album will be out for 30 fucking minutes on a Friday morning. And someone's saying it's trash, or like I joke. I used to work at Billboard magazine, and I joke with my buddies over there because Billboard will always do every track on the new Post Malone album ranked from worst to best, and it'll be like Friday afternoon. I go, how the fuck do you know what the fuck the best? Oh, there's 23 songs on the album,
right? And
there's like, and I get it, and I love them, but it's just like it's just the nature of the beast now, and I honestly think that's why a lot of people are fucking tuning out of fucking media. Is it's just exhausting.
100%.
And like I said, and at macro scale, I think humans are good, and I think humans know what bullshit is, And I think that's why they go, what the, like, I'm not.
Everybody needs to be the first to react to something. Everybody's so reactionary. And then when they're proven wrong, which is what happens a lot of times in, with the mainstream media, if they're left leaning, which is what most of them are, they'll rail on something about Trump and they'll turn out to be wrong. And then you never hear about it again. Like, you're not hearing about the eggs prices anymore. You're not hearing about all these stories that they would rave about, rant and rave about. Reaction. Got to react. And then we'll move on to the next thing. Tomorrow there's going to be something else to be mad about. And then the next day there's going to be something else to be mad about. It's just about clicks. It's about views. It's not about the news. There's no substance to that shit. Let it play out. 19 days. I want to play that conversation for him again, like 3 months. See how stupid you guys sounded? You wanted to get rid of him.
Well, and that's what drives me crazy is then, and I get it. I get why there's no accountability, and I'm not trying to, make it sound like we need to hold sportscasters accountable.
I know, but still.
But to your point, Kane, it's just like, it dawned on me that, like, I was watching ESPN recently, and it's the same point you're making, Kane, where it's like, oh, this is just a bunch of fucking dudes saying what they think is going to happen?
Right.
I'm like, I don't fucking care what you think is going to happen. You know what I mean? Or like, what's the NFL draft is next week, if anybody in the chat's an NFL fan. And it's like, is Shador Sanders going to be a bust or a Hall of Famer? And I'm like, none of you have any fucking idea. By the way, great Twitter follow is freezing cold takes on this topic.
I love that. I follow that. Yeah. Best friend Russ has said it a lot for years. I'll put a percentage on it. 95% of sports talk radio is speculation.
Speculation, yeah.
That's all it is. And I miss the days of Mike Francesa, too. You got these guys these days. I don't care about your fandom. I don't care what team you root for. All these guys on the fan make it about them, how they feel. Oh, that game pissed me off. Mike and the Mad Dog would break a game down and tell you what was important about the game. And this doesn't matter, and this did matter, and this performance was here, and this performance was here, as far as the big picture goes. All they do is rant and rave. I was so pissed off. It's a me, and I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
Let's play
normal
normal or nope. Let's play a little game, because I was eating my jelly beans at work yesterday, and somebody came in. They go, "What are you doing?" I said, "What are you talking about? I'm eating my jelly beans." They said, "Well, no, you got them poured out on the countertop, separated by colors." And I said, "Yeah, that's the way you eat jelly. If something, Skittles, whatever product comes in various flavors, I like to eat the reds with the reds, and the oranges with the oranges, and the yellows with the yellows, and the blacks in the garbage.
That's true.
I like to do it right, because you're not getting the full jelly bean experience if you're eating a red with an orange, or a blue, or a green. I will eat the greens and yellows together, because that makes lemon lime, and that's a nice flavor. But separating your candies and eating only the colors together.
Some are saying that you're on the spectrum, dude.
Normal or nope? I'm not on the spectrum. We already discussed that.
I don't know.
Normal or nope?
You know what? I'm doing a U-turn, Kane. We talked about this a little bit before we went live today, and I thought it was a little odd. I get you now. I totally get you now.
What do you mean?
No, I think it's normal, because you were telling us also that when you eat food, you'll mash the food together, right? So I think steak, potatoes, for instance, you'll eat them both together. Because I know some people, they'll separate the food as they go through the meal. You don't do that, but you do this with candy. So I think you're totally right, because I kind of do what you do with sushi, right? Like, where I'm very diligent. We're like, I'm only eating this roll, and then I'm going to cleanse the palate with the ginger completely, and then I'm going to appreciate the next roll, right?
Yep.
And so I think you're a bit of a chemist there, where because it's just going to taste like fucking garbage if you're like a blue. Yep. Like, I'm just thinking, it's vile to me to think about a blue jelly bean and like a red jelly bean.
Yeah, your tongue doesn't know what flavor that even is.
And then you're not getting anything out of it.
I'm not enjoying this. This is kind of gross. This is like those jelly beans that you spin the wheel and you get a poop flavored one and a sock flavored one, and
Bean boozled.
Yeah, I want reds. Especially if it's a Starburst jelly, I want the reds.
Starburst makes jelly beans.
Yeah, they do. They're delicious.
Really?
Actually.
Yeah.
Dude, can I just say one of my favorite things about the consolidation of these like corporations right now in our country is the cool crossover promotions between fast food or like snack brands. Have you been following this? Like Starburst makes jelly beans maybe, but then you'll also get like fucking, I don't know, like Lay's and Hershey's doing something.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Well, because it's probably they're all owned by one of 3 companies.
Well, exactly.
BlackRock, Vanguard, and I forget the other one. But it's the illusion of choice, something George Carlin told us 35 fucking years ago.
That guy was brilliant.
Oh,
so I'm gonna say nope, and only because I've never done it before and I've never seen anybody do it before.
You gotta
but
try
now,
it.
if I try
have
it,
an open mind. I tried coffee with salt.
yeah,
By the way,
I
a little
might.
parched.
So now the thing about it is like, so you don't. And I don't know if you said this, and I might have missed it, but with Skittles, you just take a handful of the Skittles, or do you separate?
No, I separate everything. If it's got a color to it, it's separate.
But the M&Ms you don't, because they're just literally the same, right?
The M&Ms are the same, so that doesn't. It's just chocolate.
See, I've
coating
never
doesn't have a flavor.
I've never separated. I'm gonna try it, but for this game right now, I'm gonna say nope. I don't think it's normal.
So Jay, you just got done telling us that if you don't have children, never been married, you can't comment on it. But here you are commenting on our jelly bean thoughts. You're saying you've never had it.
Listen, at this point, I'm saying nope, but I'm gonna try it. It might become normal after I try it, and it might be eye-opening and be like, holy fuck.
Well, there
he's
you
right.
go. Kane and I said nope to marriage.
So you should try not
We'll
pulling
try
out,
one
have a
day.
kid, and then you could talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Normal or nope? You count. I do this too. I count stairs every time I go up them.
No, that's not normal.
That's normal. I do the same shit.
Do you?
Oh my god.
Going
Why?
down, you know
Why?
what? And I don't even realize I'm doing it. Last night after I parked the car, I just started counting steps in my head. And then I go down the steps, I'm counting. I come out, I'm halfway down the block, and I realize I'm still counting. I'm like, well, now I'm just going to finish to see how many steps it takes to get from my car to the house. This is pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
The rhythm of the steps just makes me feel like I have to count.
So if you come down the stairs really fast, like you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I do the same shit. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's normal to me.
And then I wonder, because my steps here at the house, you go up, and then you have to take a couple steps and go around. Do you count the 2 steps that are flat?
Oh shit! Now
Or do
see,
you
I never thought
pause
about that.
and only count the steps.
Huh?
Maybe I am on the
He might
spectrum.
be on the spectrum. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I stomped on your line there, but I thought of the same thing the same time you did.
Oh my god.
Every single time.
So Kevin, you don't think that's normal? You think you've never like? And I think I started doing it more now because Giovanni started doing it just because he's he's a kid. But now I'll be home alone and I find myself going up the stairs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why are you allowing
You
your
don't go up this-
5-year-old to dictate your behavior? You're taking
That's
your
just you
behavioral
become
cues from a
your
5-year-old?
child. You become a dad, dude. It's different. Trust
I
me.
don't. I've never heard of that adage. Do we have any parents in the chat, Mafia?
You become a dad.
You become
anyway,
your child.
Next one. Normal or no?
You
No.
didn't want to talk about that game.
No, because you become a dad. You do things differently.
All right.
Not normal. Let's see. Brooklyn Johnny says, how do you count tumbling? I'll let you know when I fall. Johnny, too tall, not normal. Jenny says that's a bit spectrum, yes. And she's got a kid who's on the spectrum. She would know.
Yeah.
All right, what else? Sniffing your clothes to see if they're clean, normal or nope.
Oh, it's totally normal. Who would
Normal,
say no?
for sure.
Yeah, totally normal.
Well, I mean, do you have to? That supposes then that you're pulling clothes off the floor, because you're not sniffing clothes you just pull out of the drawer or the closet, because that's clean. You know that's clean. There's no need to sniff it. The only reason you're sniffing it is because it's dirty.
I think we clean too much. You guys ever talk about that on the show? Or I
agree with you.
I think I got 2 like real hot takes. Speaking of hot takes from before, I think that we eat too much. And I'm not talking about people with with weight problems or anything like that. But I think the food pyramid's bullshit. I think
sure
That's proven already. That's proven. Yeah.
Sure
It's
is.
basically upside fucking down.
Yeah, I also think 3 meals a day is fucking insane. I fucking work out twice a day. I eat 2 meals a day, and that's enough for me. So I think that's like bullshit. And I also think that having to fucking shower every day and wash your clothes one time after wearing them is bullshit, because it's all born out of consumerism, dude. So like,
Right.
you eat more food, you got to buy more food. And if you fucking, you got to buy more detergent, et cetera, et cetera. And so that's like my
the
conspiracy
weddings,
theory.
born out of consumerism.
Yes.
Kevin, so we literally put everything out on the show. Everybody knows my nastiness. We know all Kane shit.
What are you
I remember very vividly
what are you about to say?
when we were back at 92.3.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to you're going to be a little embarrassed here. You were like, yo, I got to go to the doctor, dude. My balls are like, I have this rash on my balls because you sprayed Febreze on your underwear.
Oh my God, this is real.
You sprayed Febreze on your underwear because you couldn't wash them, and you were like fucking some random chicks, and you just sprayed Febreze in between.
Holy shit.
And you got, dude.
Gross.
Bro,
so maybe
that was like really bad.
Yes.
That was real.
Yes.
I didn't know what you were going to say. That's fucking real, Kane. And holy fucking shit. And you know what's really funny about that?
Look, I got Febreze in the house too, but I'm not trying this.
Do not. But you know what's funny is I remember I hit up the girl I had just been with, and I had only met her that one time, and I thought I didn't know what like STD etiquette was, and I assumed I had a fucking STD. And so
Jay.
yeah, I know, right? The face of STD.
Call me anytime.
He's on those bench ads, you know, STDcheck.com. Like, isn't that Jay? So I called this girl and I was like, hey, I think you might have an STD because I think you gave me this STD. She did not fucking react well at all to that. So I don't know. I guess that's not the etiquette. And then I found out it wasn't a fucking STD. I was like, fuck, she was really hot. Fuck.
God.
Yeah.
How many days? You sent her into a panic that probably lasted at least until the results came back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, my God.
So
you went a little early with the trigger. See, now, I don't think I would tell anybody because I'd be afraid that I was the one who gave it to them. So I don't think I would call her at all. I would just like, she'll figure it out on her own. Fuck that.
I remember, and so normal or not, spray Febreze on your clothes.
No, it's not
clean
normal.
them up because I remember you're like, dude.
But it never dawned on you that was a chemical, and maybe that will react poorly with your nutsack.
But like, how fucking down bad was I, dude? That I was like, why couldn't I just like? Do you remember anything else about that story, Jay? Because I remember that happening, but like, why did I do that?
You know what a 3-pack of Fruit of the Loom costs at Kmart? Walmart?
You know what I'm saying?
Like $5.
I think you had told me that you were literally you were with a girl, and then you were going to fuck another girl, but you didn't have time to do laundry, so you literally just pulled down your shit, sprayed your fucking area down there.
I would have never done that.
That's what you told.
Wait, he didn't spray his underwear. He sprayed his balls.
He sprayed the underwear in his pants.
Oh.
And then, so it probably got on his balls.
You know what I could see happening is like a girl was like, hey, I'm available. It was probably somebody I'd want to be with for a long time. And I was like, oh, fuck, man, oh, shit, I don't have clean underwear. That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Dawn says Commando. Commando's psychotic as a guy. I get it, Dawn, for you, but as a guy, that's psychotic.
Corey goes Commando. Corey never wears underwear, from what he tells us.
What does he wear?
I don't remember him saying that. He wears underwear.
I'm telling you.
Febreze, I don't know what conversations you guys have when I'm not around, but whatever. But Febreze in the underwear is kind of the extra shortcut because, like, you know, the shower, right? Well, you got the bath, and then the shower cuts the time down there. Then you got the Puerto Rican bath, you know, which is just where you go to the kitchen sink with the washcloth and, you know, wipe your fucking cock down. And then the even shorter one is Febreze in the shorts. So maybe stick with the Puerto Rican bath.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
All right, so that's not normal. Taking a selfie in public.
Yeah, it's normal now.
It sure is. Bro.
Super normal now.
You'll never see me do it, but I mean, like, what? Are you at the bus stop? Hey, I ride the bus. Not something you want to put out there.
You know what's crazy? And not to bring the room or the game down, but to this point, I thought this was very fascinating. Is you guys probably saw there was a shooting on the campus of FSU yesterday, and the CNN or somebody was interviewing like a student, and super normal kid, like not an annoying kid or anything like that. And he was like, "Yeah, I heard these shots, and I probably should have done something, but I just took out my phone and started recording." And I was like, that's so fascinating that's like the instinct now of a younger generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nobody helped the person burning on the subway, but we have a lot of video of it.
Isn't that crazy, man?
So nuts. We had, that was nuts.
Did you hear that there's a dude who fucked a dead guy on the subway?
I did. I did. And even crazier than the fact that a guy fucked a dead guy on a subway to me is that is not the biggest story. This happens. This should be a new segment on the show is how is this not? Well, Jay can think of a catchy name. We'll do stories called how is this not the biggest fucking story in the fucking world?
I like
that happens to me on a fucking day, on a daily basis. Yeah. And that's the drop right there. What I just said. Right. Yeah. And it's like a man fucked a dead guy on the subway. By the way, if you read the details of that story, it happened in New York City. He went back a bunch of times. So when somebody would like come, I guess he had some manners. When someone would get on the subway, he would stop. And then when they would get off, he would go back and do another act. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
I didn't know that part. Seriously? He multi-fucked him?
Yeah, dude. And it's just like, what the fuck?
How long was this guy on the subway dead?
That's about as sick and twisted as it gets, really. Think about it.
Shit.
Does it get any sicker and more twisted than that? It's like,
well, it's sick because that he knows what he's doing is wrong. That makes it worse.
Would it be less sick if he was fucking a girl corpse?
No.
I think it would be.
You're fucking crazy, dude.
I think it's a little. It's still sick, but I think it's a little less sick if it was a heterosexual.
Yeah, Kane's like, well, maybe we could get past that eventually. But
I'm trying to unpack. There's a lot to unpack here because number one,
it takes a while for Jay. So
no. Because I'm thinking. I had to read a text, but I'm thinking about it.
Like, was the guy hot?
No. First of all, how long was the guy dead, and how was he fucking him?
Cold at some point.
Does your dick stay hard when you die? Like, how is this guy?
No, he fucked the.
So he was fucking this guy in the ass.
Riding the guy, he was fucking him.
Jesus.
Oh,
Jesus.
well, I don't know about fucking dudes. I don't know how this works.
Jay's brain is buffering.
Yeah,
buffering.
I don't. By the way, I love NJ Curvy Barbie, the Captain Obvious, resident Captain Obvious, saying there's a disease you could catch from fucking corpses. Really, really? I didn't know that. I couldn't deduce that from.
So what's worse?
Hang on. Mego just said, why haven't I learned to not listen to this show on my work computer?
No doubt.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, shit.
So fucking corpses on the subway, normal or nope? No. I do this too.
Jay's got to think about it.
I only do it for traffic. Use the GPS for a route you take every day. Normal or nope?
Normal. For the same reason, Kane, especially going to work.
Normal, yeah.
Like when I was in LA and I'd have to go to the station, it was like LA traffic is so fucking unpredictable and stupid. But by the way, fuck Google, because at least in Los Angeles, they'll be like, oh yeah, it's 39 minutes. And then it's like, oops, 52 minutes now. It's like, why didn't you fucking tell me that?
Right. Why weren't your calculations right to begin with? It just changes as you're driving. It's almost like you're going backwards. It's like, oh, 22 minutes, cool. 3 miles down the road, you'll look at the thing again. Oh, 37 minutes. What the fuck? What happened?
Ridiculous.
Using a different toothbrush for each day of the week, normal or no?
No,
nope.
That's crazy.
Storing your bread in the refrigerator, normal or nope?
I would say no, but you know what also I think is fucking weird, and Mafia, let me know if you do this. My girlfriend, we just moved into a house for the first time. And so she, you're learning a lot about your partners, you might imagine. She put our batteries in the fridge, which I think is psychotic.
About that.
I've heard that too. That makes them last longer. It sure does.
Oh, yes. But who the fuck, dude?
I should put my cock in the fridge then.
That'll turn into a AAA battery.
There's all this shit like that though, where it's like, dude, my fucking grandparents never put their batteries in a fucking fridge, and the batteries in my house worked fine. You know what I mean? What the fuck are we doing? Oh, like it gives you an extra day or two with the battery.
That's probably something from the days of the Depression when they tried to make everything last as long as possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody had any money, so like, if you put everything in the fridge, that's the magical cure-all.
Actually, it's a myth. It was debunked. Storing batteries in the refrigerator is not generally recommended. It could actually ruin the battery and cause a problem from the condensation from a refrigerator. Wow. I had heard opposite. Like it was.
That's a huge victory in my household this week. Just thank you, Jay.
Before we do Ook, just one thing on the batteries. If you ever go to ShopRite or any store really, and the first thing you see is a big fucking bucket of batteries, and it says there's like 30. It's a pack of 30, and they're $5.99. Don't buy them. They're all dead.
They're all dead, or they're last for a day.
No, I went to ShopRite. It was the Kodak batteries, I think, or something like that.
Yes, I got those too.
Those orange ones or red ones or whatever they are. I'm like, holy fuck, that's 30 batteries. $5, all right. And you get them. I put them in my clipper. It literally went. I'm like, these are just two bad ones. There was two bad ones in the bunch. So I start rooting through the whole pack. Pretty soon, they're all that way. Anyway,
that's funny.
We haven't done this in a while. Out of context.
What the did you just say? Sometimes we say stuff that can mean a lot of things. Depending on how those words are used, and there's nothing you can do. It's Kane and Corey's out of context.
All right, here we go. I got
Trevor.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's one of our old Alt 92.3 jingles.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I fucking know that voice.
Yeah. He did. But that guy was great.
That's an LA guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so I didn't listen to any of these beforehand, like usual. I just said,
I did my best. Let's
some.
just get into it. Here we go. Yeah. So the way it works, Kevin, I usually send him the Kane. He picks the top 10, depending on how many we have. Today, he was like, I don't feel like listening. You pick it. So just want to
because this way, I want to see.
You are the producer.
Exactly. I want to see what it's like to hear them for the first time.
All right. In my defense, this is how we've been doing it for 6 years, 7 years now.
Doesn't Jay strike you as a guy who has to defend himself a lot?
All the time.
You know what? You guys can go fuck yourself. How about that? All right. Here we go.
And I hear that all the time too, because I say what you just said, and then that.
Why am I defending myself? Why all of a sudden on a random Friday in April, you've decided you want to do it different, and now I'm an asshole. I'm the producer. I should have done it.
By the way, before we get out of here, we got to talk about the robots. But go on.
Go ahead. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
Gay guys, they got muscles.
Oh yeah, real hard and tight.
Shove that dipstick in.
Yeah.
Wow. See? Now I don't remember them. This is the way we'll do it from now on, because I hear them with a fresh perspective.
All right. Here, listen again. Listen, close your eyes, Kevin.
Gay guys, they got muscles.
Oh yeah, real hard and tight.
Shove that dipstick in.
So my scenario here, so what I like to do is
Jay, this is the best, Kevin, this is the best part. We get to know what's really in Jay's mind, because he comes up with scenarios for these things.
So it's like, okay, Kane, you have the option. Do you want to go with a woman or a guy, right? Because he walks into this brothel, and on one side is the gay side, on the right side is the normal heterosexual side. And him and Corey walk in together, and he says, all right, Corey goes, all right, Kane, which way you want to go? And he, in his mind, is contemplating which guy or person he's going to fuck that day, and he says this.
Gay guys, they got muscles.
Oh yeah, real hard and tight.
Shove that dipstick in.
Yeah, there it is. Now you know the scenario. Yeah.
Jay makes it all make sense. What's the real context?
The real context was, we were talking about, if you get on a plane and you see a woman pilot, do you hop off? You say yes. Both you and Corey say
yes. You guys debate on the show?
Yes. So
this is 1950. What?
No, because
I
they
ain't
both
flying with no fucking woman.
So the last two planes crashed.
You're not supposed to land it on the roof.
Yes.
I love this.
So then we said, hey, Corey brings up, well, what if it's a gay dude? You know he's flamboyantly gay, but he's the pilot. What do you do? Kane answers.
Gay guys, they got muscles.
Oh yeah, real hard and tight.
Shove that dipstick in. Yeah, because planes probably have a dipstick just like cars. All right, next one.
Here we go. Next.
I thought I was half asleep. I thought I made the hole.
You missed.
I missed it.
Yeah. So what happened was you were talking about, Kane comes in and asks Rick to have, this is Rick. That was Rick on the other. Asks Rick to have sex, but he's half asleep. And he's telling him what happened the day before.
I don't mind the Corey scenarios. I don't like the Rick one. He's family.
So listen, this is
why
what
are
happened.
all your scenarios like homoerotic?
No, but this is
every single one
gay.
is gay.
And this
It's
is
gay.
incestual?
It's all gay. So literally, he missed the hole. He thought he was putting it in his butt, but he missed. Listen.
I thought I was half asleep. I thought I made the hole.
You missed.
I missed it.
Yeah. And Rick nonchalantly said, "You missed." That was, you pissed on the floor. Remember, you telling us the scenario yesterday.
That's
you pissed
right.
on the floor.
Okay.
You were sleeping. All right, here we go. Next one.
Who's over here fucking taking little dicks and just doing this and fucking getting sperm out of it? That's fucked.
Yeah. I don't have a scenario for this. It's what it is.
You know what my favorite thing about that little clip was? Is nothing that Corey said, is how you just agreed with him there at the end. You go, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Play
that's
play that again.
That's the out of context part of it. Listen.
Who's over here fucking taking little dicks and just doing this and fucking getting sperm out of it? That's fucked.
Oh, now you cut your yeah.
No. He said, yeah, it was live. So that was from the scenario. The actual true part of that was we talked about Jessica Simpson, who drinks snake sperm. Remember, for her voice?
Yeah, that's like, I'm going to put that in the... were we on the air when we were talking about that fucking Tyra Banks story from yesterday? I forgot. But I'm going to put that under the Tyra Banks category of just like bullshit fucking news stories. Just people trying to get attention. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, exactly. And, the experts say that's not true anyways.
What happened to her, by the way? Have you guys ever done like a Jessica Simpson segment?
No.
She's talking about drinking snake sperm now, so we can pretty much... But what's happened to her?
She like looks so fucking different, dude. Like not even in an aging way, just like she fucking like structurally looks. Something happened there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's her plastic. Yeah, of course. I mean, all right, here we go. Next one.
The guy was a little too firm. What? The guy was a little too firm. Okay.
How did you enjoy Michael last night?
The guy was a little too firm. Okay, great.
All right. Yeah, that was somebody died during a massage. Remember that guy that died during a massage? We did a story.
See, Kevin, this is why I usually vet these.
Yes, exactly.
Dude, there wasn't that much. There was only 3 left over.
Oh, I heard this all yesterday, by the way. He's texting me about this fucking. I can't find anything.
Bullshit. I didn't fucking text you. All right, here we go.
Do they get any better, or should we just quit?
No, just go. Shut up.
It's hard to see everything in the crack. You got to really pry it open. Get a light in there, Really get a good look in the hole.
What the fuck do you guys do on this show?
I was like, well, Kane, how do you fit your dick in a fat man's ass?
It's hard to see everything in the crack. You got to really pry it open. Get a light in there, Really get a good look in the hole. God.
That's my scenario. Like you walk in with your boyfriend. He's a big dude, and we're like questioning with your small penis. Like, how do you really handle it?
All right, what's the context?
The context of this is we were talking about a phone falling in the crack of your seat.
Oh yeah. Nothing. You can't find anything in there. All right, what's next?
All right, here we go. Next one.
Fuck, dude. Still give me that dick.
Yeah.
All right. What is that?
Wait.
That one is legitimately questionable.
What did he say?
Listen again.
Fuck, dude. Still give me that dick.
Yeah.
It's Kane's response that makes it the bet.
Well, what did Corey say? Just give me that dick?
He said,
That's the funny part to me.
Listen.
Fuck, dude. Still give me that dick.
Yeah. Just don't give me that dick. I don't know. What's your scenario?
My scenario is, well, I didn't really come up with a scenario for this one because it's self-explanatory. We were talking about hermaphrodites. No, not for everyone. Okay. We're talking about hermaphrodites, the person that was born with the vagina and the dick. And for whatever reason, you asked Corey, what would you take?
Oh, yeah. Which you had
fuck, dude. Still give me that dick.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
Last 2.
We squirted each other, with my hose. I squirted her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are these, can I just guess, someone, new to the show, are these over a large period of time, or are these constantly happening?
No, these commonly happen, but the show has been it hasn't been the full show.
Sporadic, just say
it. Yeah, so like.
Hey, is Sporadic guy here, by the way?
No, I love that you know who that is, though.
All right, so we're talking about, you took Jessica Simpson, Jessica, what's her name, from Sex and the City. What's her name?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker. You took her shorts, you sprayed her shorts, so she took them off and threw them, remember? And you took them offset? Remember you took her shorts?
Yeah,
all right, last one. Here we go.
Ooh, yeah. I'll drink it right out of the cock. Ooh, yeah. I'll drink it right out of the cock. Was that the snake sperm again?
Yes, it was. But my scenario was, hey, Kane, do you want me to come on top of you on your face, or where do you want me to put this? And you said,
ooh, yeah. I'll drink it right out of the cock.
Yeah. That was a few good ones in there. There was a few good ones.
All right. No one's going in the Hall of Fame.
Nah, I don't
Let's
think
do a little news.
All right.
Couple stories.
And now, from a location unknown for his safety, it's Kane with the Not Quite News.
Important news for Jay. There might be a new drug to treat super gonorrhea, so I just thought I would get that out.
That's huge for him.
Yeah, because gonorrhea doesn't respond well to regular antibiotics, so, now they got one for super gonorrhea.
Question for you, real quick. There's a lineup of 5 guys. and they ask you through a fucking mirrored window and says, pick out the guy that has the disease, would you point to me? Would I be the one? You'd be like, it's that guy.
Yeah, you look diseased.
Do I?
Is it like a picture you like now, or this like the press photo you always put out there? Because it's yes to both.
All right.
Have we ever talked about Jay's press photo from like 2003?
What press photo?
No. Have you shown it before?
If you go to Jay's Instagram, I'll plug your Instagram here, Jay. I am producer Jay. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one are you talking about?
It's you have one press photo. You have one picture of yourself you used to promote everything, and it has to be from when George Bush was president.
No, that was from when I was at Bill. We went to Bill's in the city, so that was like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I went with my wife.
If I come back on the show, I'll show this picture.
All right.
Jay is 21 years old in this picture. Go on. Sorry.
I'm looking.
I can describe the photo. It's like, hey, he's in a blazer. Where is this? Hold on.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that one before. I think.
Yeah,
I don't know which one you're even fucking talking
Whenever
about.
you're like, hey, I'm at Fuddruckers on Route 46, like, you know, or whatever the fuck.
Fuddruckers.
Let me see this.
I don't know.
Yeah, first off, your fucking profile picture. I mean, I feel like the Iraq War was going on when you took this.
First of all, that's just a picture of me hosting an event from fucking years ago.
Yeah,
I don't use
20
that
years
one.
Ago. Okay, and then what's the one? Oh, you're private. Are you private?
This one?
Why are you
this
private?
one. That one?
Yeah, that was from fucking. I don't even think I knew Tracy then. I don't use that one. I just on my thing.
It's your profile picture. It's what you lead your presence on social media.
I don't ever
with.
change. Wait. What's it? Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, that's the one I just showed. Yeah. Hey.
This guy's acting like exactly. Fucking glasses
on his head.
Yeah,
bro, you had fucking red hair, dude, and highlights. Who's gayer than you, Kevin? The fuck are you talking about?
I didn't say you were gay.
You
dude.
sprayed Febreze on your fucking. You had sex on the gay couch in the 92.3 suite.
Mafia. He's defending himself again. I just want to point that out. He's defending himself.
I'm just saying. I don't know what.
You had sex on Mike's gay couch?
No.
That's a yes. That's
no.
a yes.
But there were some things happened. Remember, I'm still getting severance. So I think those are August stories we can talk about.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait. Can I tell this? Oh, Kevin, I'm telling this.
No, don't tell. I don't want. You want to get a.
Is it a bad story?
It's a story about you personally.
Okay. Is it a
I was
story
working
about
the
something
weekend.
Okay.
I gotta tell this.
Is this like
the blue pill
headache?
story?
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm working. I'm working the weekend. It's a Saturday afternoon, and Kevin comes strolling in the studio because he hadn't slept the whole night. Well, a week before, I gave him a Viagra.
Staggering into the studio, not strolling.
Staggering into the studio. I gave him a Viagra, which was like the top amount you could take.
Yeah, by the way, for context here, Viagra, if you don't know, ladies, it comes in like, I think it starts at like 20 milligrams,
yes,
maybe 10 milligrams.
Yes.
Like this small milligram amount. Jay had these like fucking horse Viagra pills, dude. That were fucking, I mean, they were like thick.
Yeah.
Big things. And they were 100 fucking milligrams.
So wait a minute.
Okay, but I didn't know anything about Viagra before.
So I had given him like 5 pills. He was like, dude, you got any money? Can you buy me a Coke? I have such a fucking splitting headache. I took 2 of your pills last night. I'm like, bro, you're going to fucking die. He literally was passed out with a headache on the couch because he took Viagra.
God.
Double the dose of what the fucking, he took enough for 5 people.
And by the way,
dying.
when you take that much of Viagra, whatever the drug is, you also can't enjoy intimacy.
No way.
And so it's like, so it was.
What do you mean? It doesn't work? It doesn't make your dick hard?
No, it does. No. But it doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like you can't finish. And then it hurts. It hurts.
It hurts.
Like anatomically, it just fucking hurt.
It hurts
so bad. So just mind you, I have a raging fucking headache, and I don't know why you get headaches when you take too much of that stuff, but I have raging fucking migraine, and I'm hard walking across New York City.
Blood going to your really? What'd you do? To tuck?
I don't even
untuck your shirt. You had to hide it somehow.
So I buy him. He was like, dude, can you buy me a soda? Actually, can you buy me 2? So I buy him 2 sodas. He's drinking one and he's laying with the other one on his dick to fucking get it to go down. on the gay couch in the 92.3 studio.
And just for the visual, Kane, it's like then you got fucking like Wins people or WFAN people. They're coming in and they're getting like our coffee and stuff, and I'm there like this.
Don't look at my crotch.
Sorry, that was just a side note. All right, go ahead.
Well, that was a hell of a side note. How many alcoholic drinks per week can you drink before you damage your brain?
Oh, man.
8 drinks a week can cause brain lesions. Well,
I'm
just going to wait for death.
8 drinks?
That's like a drink a day. I mean, I don't know. Everyone's different. I'm not judging by any means, but.
I don't really. I'm way under that unless I go and get drunk on a weekend. I binge drink. I don't drink one at a time. I binge drink.
Right. Yeah. To have a good time.
Did we talk about this? Like, I'm not having one. I'm having 10.
Is that a control thing with you? Is that like an issue with control?
There's just no point to one. No, because I don't really enjoy it. If I'm drinking, the only reason I'm drinking is to get drunk.
Right.
Yeah, but and again, I'm not defending you, but in your defense, you always go to places where people know you. It's not like you're just going to a random place. If you went to a random bar by yourself, you're not having 10 drinks. No, but like when you go to Butch Cole's, everybody there knows you. That's true. This person buys you a drink. You're with best friend Russ. Jeff buys you a drink. But like down when you're with at Donovan's, you don't drink that much at Donnie's, do you?
If I'm there to party, yeah. The difference is if I'm there, I'm on a mission, right? You all know I'm on a mission to black out tonight. If I'm not on a mission, then I can have a margarita or two and then be done with it.
When you're hanging at a Dee's house, is Dee a big drinker? No, right? I think you had mentioned she's not.
I'm usually on a mission there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. Bad jokes, and we're done.
It's now time for.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Kane and Corey's really bad jokes.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. I didn't really write any today. I forgot all about that. I got 3
just talk
left
about
over.
Jay.
I got 3 left over from yesterday. That's good enough. An expert says that gossiping can be good for you because it can be a helpful way to protect you from harmful situations. Yeah, talking shit about your 6'5" friend will keep you away from harm. That doesn't make any sense. Who's the expert saying this? Bill Gates? Because he's trying to get us all killed. I like that one.
Yeah.
It was a statement joke. There's a debate online about a man whose wife is such a backseat driver that he refuses to drive with her in the car. He says it's weird, though. I don't like it there, but I like when she's in bed. I like when she backseat drives.
Hey.
I couldn't figure out a way to really say that she fucks him with a strap on. And finally, a woman in Spain reportedly faked muteness for 16 years just to collect a disability pension. Well, it was a happy marriage, said her husband. Now he needs to fake deafness. How do you fake muteness for 16 years? Do you ever see Dumb and Dumber 2?
No, was that good?
Yeah, really funny. How that movie started. I don't want to give it away. He faked being in he was mute for 20 years.
How do you,
you got to watch it.
How do you fake not speaking for 20 years or 16 years?
The only disability in their house now is his will to live. All right, and that's all I had, and now we're done. And we can whelp it. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks for having me.
Kevin Kenny. We'll see what happens next week. I mean, Corey's back on Sunday. Oh, Monday I got to get some ultrasounds done on the kidneys and the bladder, so I can't do a show.
I'm in Texas all week, so we got to do early. Well, for you,
but not Monday.
Not Monday. So Monday we're off, and then the rest of the week will be early. So Kevin, I'll let you know if I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be around.
All right, excellent.
Yeah. Awesome.
Have a great weekend. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter,
God
everybody.
bless. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, ma'am, and sir. Later.